I've returned. Welcome back. You've seen the title, you've seen the thumbnail. No time wasted. Let's get straight into it. So obviously, the first photo we have is this one. So over here, obviously my hair was significantly shorter. On my knee grows, you already know, like I started off with the sponge, little black sponge curler thing. And make sure if you're doing it this way, that you're actually like rubbing it in only one direction. Obviously, if you rub it in the other direction, then it'll ruin the look. Do you get what I mean? Even as I have my locks right now, like I never planned on my locks getting this long. I really just wanted to maintain this style and grow like up, maybe like a little afro or something like that. So yeah, that's pretty much how I started. Next is when my journey semi-started. See, over here when I was in school, I was doing my hair and I had it just like the other picture over here. But my friend was like, oh, just keep going. Like, it'll look better if you just make it tighter. So I kept on going with the sponge thing and it got tighter and tighter and tighter. I would do this every day until I got a haircut. And then on the day of my haircut, I would comb it out dry. Don't do that, by the way. I would comb it out dry, tell the barber to trim it down, and then I would do it again whenever I got home. At this point, I noticed slight growth in my hair, and I started using stuff like flipping leave-in conditioner, shower conditioner, hair food, things that you should never really be using in locks at all because they cause buildup. I will tell you, the only thing that you should be using on your hair is oil. Black castor oil specifically, that's the one I use. Yeah, when I took this photo, I planned on getting my first retwist, and this is the photo that I sent to the person who was gonna do my hair. This was the results. You can see the growth, you can see the length, don't mind the quality. I took this on an Android. Because I started with a sponge, which made me have like freeform dreads, it's quite evident that I don't have like equal parts or square parts. I don't even have a middle part. Like
this is not even that one, sorry. It's the wrong one, mate.
This is my dread in the middle. So this one, I don't have a middle part like. I also did the interlocking method. For those of you who don't know, the interlocking method is when you like intertwine it and then pull and things like that. I really didn't like this one. This was the ugly stage, and this is a sign to tell you, man, to be patient. It will grow out. And then when I got home, my mom took a few photos, and that's when I started feeling it. Like over in this photo, I was putting my head down, putting my eyebrows up, trying to pretend as if my hair was longer than it actually was, but in reality, it really wasn't, and they would tell me that, but I'll be like, nah, bro, you're just saying that because you're bald and you're jealous. Like, even if you zoom into this photo, you can see my head is up, but if you zoom in closely, you can see the little shadow. Ah, look at the top of his head! Over here was the first time I got out of the shower, and like, my hair was shaking, bro. For y'all who don't know, when you get to that stage where your hair shakes, bro, you feel like you're on top of the world, bro. Nobody could touch me, fam. If you touched me, I'll just do this and say your turn, but you're bald. So what you gonna do? What you gonna do? Shake your thoughts? This one was actually a month later, and this one I was using oil like anytime I wash my hair, and I noticed the growth was really quick. And then this is another month later. Some of my locks started thinning out in this one because I was noticing the length, and what's it called? I would keep on like pulling it down in the do-rag to make it longer again than it actually was, instead of me being patient. And then a result of that was this. Like, this dread used to be significantly longer, used to be one of my longest dreads, and then it was thinning out and then it just fell. So make sure you stop touching your hair. This is pretty much the last photo, except it is dry, but nevertheless, here, my second retwist. Probably one of my favorite retwists that I've ever got, and I don't get that much retwist, you get what I mean? But yeah, like you can see the parts and the length and the way everything is hanging. I pick it up, it drops. I pick it up, it drops. You see how everything was just coming together. I thought my hair was so long, and you know what, like it was actually significantly long. Like, this is in the same year. Like, this is the same year that my hair was like this. If you screenshot this photo, I will find you. Over here, me showcasing the shakiness, even though it's dry, bro. Top of the world, bro. Best feeling for a black nigga is where you can shake your hair. Make sure you just stick to one product and that's it. And that product should be oil. But if you want to go and ruin your hair with Cantu, with your dreads, be my guest. I don't mind knocking out the competition. One piece of advice if you want to style your locks. Tell your loctician or whatever you call them to chill out. It's not by force. It shouldn't feel like your hair is ripping out of your scalp. But no, real shit, most painful retwist of my life. And I was too shy to tell the guy like, yo, like, Yo, calm down. He knows how to do a retwist, but this was the first time doing braids. And if you zoom in, you can see how my scalp is popping out, things like that. Extremely painful. I got a trim after that as well, and it ended up not looking that bad. Like, I had a tapered hairline, and you know, it was looking very okay. Here was the first time I was able to even have any type of hairband interaction with my hair. And I would do this and pretend that, oh yeah, it's blocking my eyes. Like, people would be like,
oh Toby, why'd you have that in your hair? I'll be like,
Oh, it's blocking my eyes. It's annoying.
at the end of the day, my hair was really this long. This shit was not touching my eyebrow at all. Do you get what I mean? So over here, I tried to do the little, what's it called? The little hair back, one in the front kind of thing, because, you know, some rappers used to do that and I thought it was cool. Obviously, it turned out like this. Now, this was very embarrassing. Look at this. What is this? I don't know. I don't know what was going on with me. I thought it was fire. None of my homies told me that this shit was not it. Just be patient if you want to tie up your hair. Here's another photo showcasing the length. You can see it's getting a little bit more full. And then another one, you can see that I don't have a middle part at all. Like, I was low-key jealous of people who had a middle part back in the day. I used to think it was cool until TikTok started slandering middle parts. And then I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'm happy with it. But then they started slandering high tops, and my boy, I have a high top. Do you get what I mean? Don't be bothered by your high top locks, bro. I have a high top. If you just wait and grow, nobody's gonna be able to tell the difference regardless. So just be patient. Do you get what I mean? Over here again, some more growth. You can see it's slightly longer. If you zoom into this thick lock on the end, which is actually this one over here, you can see that there's a bit of white, there's a bit of product buildup. Like, this is a stage where all the product buildup was really showing. I would squeeze my hair and you would see all the gang come out of it. It was nasty, bro. Over here, you pick it up, you drop. Pick it up, drop, bro. This stage was really, really nice. Ironically, I'm wearing the same jumper here. I had the nice hang time. It was actually going below my eyebrows this time. I'm not gonna lie. This is arguably one of my favorite stages. But I also like the stage I'm at now. Over here, I got a retwist again in that same jumper. Leave me alone. I like this jumper. It's comfortable and it looks nice. You know what I mean? At the time, obviously, in comparison, not my best retwist, but my favorite retwist, because this is when I saw the most length from before and after. Like, if you have locks, you know that when you get a retwist, your hair looks way longer than before you got that retwist. Yeah, this looked really, really nice. I really enjoyed this one. And yeah, I was able to do the little tie up at the top over here, have that little cool dude look. But in reality, I was wearing the hood to hide the locks at the back that wouldn't actually reach. I mean, the locks at the back of my head are actually pretty long now. They grew really fast. Like, yeah, and here's again another showcase of significant length. You compare it to how I was maybe a few months before and how it is over here. Like, it's pretty good. Do you get what I mean? My favorite trim ever, full stop. Like, this trim was so good. Look at that lineup. Look at that taper. Look at the beard. I barely even have a beard, fam. Like, look at that, fam. And like, I had the 2-strand twists as well, obviously, because you know my locks aren't actually that thick. Here's another one showcasing that same trim and the drop. You get what I mean? Over here, I was finally able to actually tie my hair up again. I like that look a lot, and to this day, this is the look I rock all the time because it's just the most convenient look. Obviously, it looks nice like this when I'm sitting here still, but when I'm walking around, my hair tends to fall and get in my face, and it's annoying. So I always have my hair tied up. Over here, you can see like my locks start going like down to the bottom of my face and things like that. Yeah, man, it was looking good. That's actually that lock. This long lock in the front over here is the lock I mentioned earlier that fell out. Obviously, you can see in the clip that I'm showing you right now, like it's shorter than it was back then. Do you get what I mean? So just stop touching your hair. Over here is quite recent. This is November, and then obviously compared to now that it's February, you'll probably notice my hair is still a little bit longer than it is in this clip. Again, one of my favorite stages, like very long, very voluptuous. When I get styles, I usually get like cornrows just to try something new and get the curls after I take it out. Over here is pretty much the stage I am at now. I have all the length there. Obviously, this photo clearly shows how brown my hair is compared to how it was before. But yeah, that's pretty much my lock journey. 4 pieces of advice. Number 1, be patient. Your hair will grow. Don't be touching it and pulling it and getting a do-rag and pulling it down, trying to make it look longer than it actually is. Your hair is gonna thin out and it's gonna fall out, and I'm saying that from experience. Second, oil your hair whenever you wash it. Don't come out the shower, come out the room, the bathroom without oiling your hair. And besides, me, I don't care if your hair falls out because it's just knocking out the competition. You get what I mean? Third one would be wear a do-rag. wear a do-rag or a bonnet or a bandana to sleep. When you twist and turn at night, you get all the dust in your hair and you pull your head and your locks start to thin like in the middle. 4, stay subscribed to me. And yeah man, make sure you go back over the video, watch it all over again so I can get closer to being monetized. Subscribe, like the video, because if you like it, it'll get spread out to more people. And yeah, stay blessed. Cue that outro music.